What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome this your first time here. We are constantly being lied to and manipulated by our corrupt federal government, by the news media, by the schools, by Hollywood entertainment. Pretty much everything that we see and hear on a daily basis is directly targeted at the American people to get us to believe certain things and to take certain actions. But two things are certain, and that is that anything we see or hear isn't exactly as we're being told. And number two is that everything that's going on right now with the open border, with all the spending, with Ukraine, with everything we're being told, everything that's going on is directly related to this globalist system and put it in this one world government. We have the puppet masters behind the scenes manipulating and controlling pretty much everything around the world. So everything that we see is geared toward leading us into that direction of this one world globalist government, where we're pretty much slaves to a small elite, and I use that word very loosely, super wealthy elite at the top. And this article here talks about Brics. There's been lots of talk about the Brics nations recently, but according to this article here, the whole thing is part of the globalist system, and a big part at that, to put in this globalist agenda with this one world digital currency. Brics, please do not allow yourselves to be deceived. Recently, there has been some excitement about this economic alliance of strong and prominent countries that is now ready to, so we're told, to take on the hegemony of the West when it comes to banking and financial affairs. People are starting to hope this increasingly powerful grouping of 5 prominent countries, with another 6 nations due to join in January 2024, is going to take down the US dollar and the power of the private central banking cartel that deliberately drowns the entire world in unsustainable debt by use of outright fraud and by using flawed legislation has been passed by increasingly stupid, or as seems to more likely be, completely corrupt and bought politicians. Sorry to disillusion you all, but I was reliably informed by experts and insiders some 8 years ago that Brics is no more than a deliberately planned illusion and distraction. Do not be distracted by this deceptive initiative, as it was set up to simply create the necessary arguments, chaos, and division needed to pursue and fast-track a single global digital currency. And you can look down here at the different countries, and as it states in this here, they're all connected to Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum, and the central banking system. In his excellent book, A History of Central Banking and Enslavement of Mankind, the late Stefan Goodson, who was himself a non-executive director of the South African Reserve Bank from 2003 until 2012, and who witnessed at first hand the private central banking system from the inside, wrote, "For any nation, state, society, community to have full sovereignty and independence in its affairs, absolute control over the means it employs to exchange goods and services must reside with the organs which represent the people, and must not be delegated to private individuals." Throughout recorded history, periods of state control of the money supply have been synonymous with eras of prosperity, peace, and cultural enrichment, full employment, and zero inflation. However, when private bankers control the money creation process, the inevitable results are recurring cycles of prosperity and poverty, unemployment, embedded inflation, and an enormous and ever-increasing transfer of wealth and political power to its tiny clique who control this exploitative monetary system. Whenever these private and central bankers have been opposed in the past by nations seeking restoration of an honest money system, these parasitic bankers have invariably invoked a patriotic war in order to defeat the much maligned enemy. This has been a feature of almost all wars during the past 300 years. There we have everything in a nutshell. If you actually read the lengthy Brics declaration with its 94 points, you will see quickly that it is very much business as usual as regards the push for the globalists towards establishing a global totalitarian technocracy, one that is almost identical to what is being rolled out by the Chinese Communist Party, much to the detriment and enslavement of the Chinese people. It is high-tech corporate fascism, pure and simple. The existing countries that make up Brics also commit themselves to the UN's highly deceptive 17 Sustainable Goals and the completely bogus science of man-made global warming. CO2 is actually the gas of life. We need more, not less. Bottom line, the entire global financial system is rotten to its very core, and I say the entire political system and electoral system, everything is rotten and corrupt to the core. Money creation and money supply should be in the hands of people who are elected, accountable, and where minutes of meetings are widely available. In other words, complete antithesis to what happens today. So please, no more talk about Brics coming to our rescue. The financial and banking system of the world is a criminal enterprise that has to be shut down immediately and in its full entirety. Only debt-free and interest-free sovereign money will rescue us from the unlawful debt, and the truth, peace, and freedom movement right across the board now needs to wake up properly to this one fact: those who control the world's money control the world stage. It is really that simple, and that is probably the truth in my opinion, because these globalists, if they control the money, they can control everything else. And they're putting in this globalist system, this one world digital currency. That's the goal. Have one world digital currency, one world government, where they come in and meet like at the UN and make decisions where nations have no borders, they have no sovereignty, they have no currency of their own. It's all controlled from the top down by these globalists. And like I said at the start of the video, everything that we see is to manipulate us, to get us to believe certain things, take certain actions, and to weaken us so they can put in this one world globalist system, this great reset that we heard so much about. What you think in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts? If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. And the Creekmore Magic. I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.